Hi, this is Congresswoman Deborah Ross. It's been one of the greatest honors of my life to serve Wake County during my first term in Congress. As we get ready to begin a new year and a new Congress, I want to share an update on everything my team and I accomplished for Wake County over the past 2 years. From the violent attack on the Capitol to the COVID-19 pandemic, to rising costs and the threats to our fundamental freedoms, our country has faced immense challenges. But our community is strong and resilient, and I'm so proud to be your voice in Washington. During these last 2 years, my staff and I have traveled across Wake County, hosting events, meeting with constituents, and taking to heart all of your views, insights, and concerns. Your priorities are my priorities. During my first term in Congress, my district office in Raleigh has returned more than $19 million back to Wake County residents. Whether it's help accessing your VA benefits or assistance with an SBA loan, my team in Raleigh is always here to serve you and ensure that you can access resources from the federal government. My Director of Constituent Services, Nadia, helped one constituent, Joan, finally receive her 2020 tax refund, over $27,000. And here's what Joan had to say. With so many obstacles that I'm trying to navigate, knowing at least one person was giving me a voice and acknowledging my concerns made the biggest difference. While there's so much we got done during the past 2 years, I was incredibly proud to secure more than $10 million in direct funding for Wake County. This federal funding went to 10 community projects across the district. From affordable housing in Raleigh to sustainable initiatives in Cary and public safety projects that benefit the entire county. These projects reach people and places across Wake County and are making a real difference in our community. I had the chance to visit nearly every one of these projects and see the improvements that they will make and the lives they will change. In Congress, I've also been working across the aisle to pass common sense solutions for North Carolinians. During my first term, I had 10 bills signed into law. I fought for legislation that will increase funding in North Carolina and nationwide for sexual assault nurse examiners, who are specialized nurses trained to help victims of sexual violence. From supporting our offshore wind industry in North Carolina to enhancing trust and transparency in our judiciary, these are just a few of the things I got done this Congress. But there's a lot more we can achieve for the American. We passed the Inflation Reduction Act, a historic piece of legislation that will lower health care and energy costs for North Carolinians. We invested in STEM education and workforce development that helps future generations, which is why I fought to pass the CHIPS and Science Act. During this Congress, we worked across party lines to improve America's aging infrastructure, protect communities against the epidemic of gun violence, and so much more. I've also continued fighting to protect women's reproductive freedom, ensure equal pay for equal work, and address gender-based violence. We've accomplished so much, but I know there's so much more work to do. I'm honored to serve you again during my next term in Congress, and will keep fighting for you, Wake County, our state, and our country. Thank you so much.